Hey everyone, hi! So, my name is Vanessa Simpson. I am a soul purpose intuitive and Reiki master and spiritual transformation coach. So, today we have beautiful Miss Kristy. She just graduated our 90-day transformation awakening to your abundant soul purpose program and is actually transferring over into our year-long program, which is so exciting. We have done such amazing work together, and I am just so honored to be doing this work with you, and the results that the transformation from when I first had you on the phone to now is just like two different people, and it's just very beautiful, and I am honored to be able to see this transformation. Truly honored. So Kristy, go ahead and talk to us and our viewers that will be watching this about before you started working with me. How were you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually?
So I had been trying to do this on my own. Like I've been doing the work and growing on my own before I crossed paths with you. And I was kind of at a place where I definitely wanted to get a little bit more results, maybe a little bit quicker and more effective than I was getting them on my own. So I was constantly just asking, the Ascended Masters and all of my guides, please help me figure out what I need to do so that I can, continue on this journey and really make some good progress. And that's when the universe brought you to me. And it was right as I was asking that constantly. So I thought, this is it. And I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yeah, this is them answering my call. So I instantly, reached out on Facebook and, to your group. And that's when, I filled out, the application process to go ahead and join your group, and then listen to your videos. And I was like, yeah, that's me. I want, this is exactly what I need. This is exactly what I've been looking for. And life has blossomed since then. I mean, I've transformed. The amount of work that we've done since we started would have taken me forever. And there's such a huge difference between trying to figure this out and make your way through the process on your own, not knowing, how you're doing, or getting that, that kind of the guidance that you get when you've got somebody that can really help you, and the additional guidance that we get together divinely. So it's really been transformational.
Absolutely.
In a really short amount of time. So amazing.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kristy came to me, and her number one the number one thing was the confidence. The confidence, just, and it's really the confidence and sense of worthiness. It's even just through this process working with you, and I've worked with many clients that have struggled with the exact same thing, but the thing is that everyone is different. Like, it's just different traumas and different beliefs and how they integrated. And so going through this process very intuitively is how you get the most profound results in such a record time. So that's really beautiful. And so you've already touched on it slightly, but yeah, what was it like going through that process, going through the process with me? What was that like for you?
Well, the part that I loved was that it was so comfortable, and it was so easy to do the work together and to make such leaps and bounds, where when I was doing it on my own, it was, it was scary and difficult, and I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. And just having your guidance, first of all, was it, like I said, it just made it easy. And now I feel like I've hit the easy button just on everything, because of the work that we've done together. But I mean, we do dive deep, and we get to the root cause of the pain that I have been living with, and then we identify it, we clear it, and heal it. And then, through that process and continuing to heal and to grow and evolve, it's like it's making it easier now to face any problem because of just the processes that we've gone through. It's like, that's why I say that it feels like I've hit the easy button, because it's like, oh, well, here we go. I know how to do this. We've done this. And, and I was guided through the process. So I was guided to do it properly instead of kind of fumble my way through and wonder. And, sure, I was evolving and I was growing, but there was not as much certainty. And yeah, as far as the confidence and the worthiness, doing that work and getting to the root cause of all of that, and healing it, it is life changing. I mean, the person that I am today is so much more than who I was and where I came from. And now it's really made things, life in general, I've just got a completely different perspective on life and on situations. And, I see things differently. I see things clearly now. When I'm faced with a challenge, I get excited about it. I don't feel like, oh, why is this happening to me anymore? I did feel like that. But now I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm getting ready to level up. This is my opportunity. Yeah. I've been given a gift. It's not a challenge or anything like that. It's a gift. I get to level up. I get to be better than I was yesterday. There's nothing better than the opportunity to continue growing. I don't want to ever stay stagnant. I want to grow and evolve constantly. And I don't fear that. I now embrace that, and I get excited for that because of the work that we've done together. So,
yeah, that's not said lightly at all. Like when you change a perspective, because it's literally life changing and life altering and not just like playing with the idea, like, yeah, that's a nice way of looking at things, like that's a nice perspective, but when that perspective is actually integrated on all levels of self, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and even financially, it affects all of that. I mean, it literally, it creates, you jump timelines when you really alter the way that you're perceiving. And that's not, it is a process. The work that we do together is channeled and intuitive to you and what you need, and it's not something you're going to find in a textbook on any, it's completely channeled from the divine for the individual, and that's what makes it so profound. And so it's, so your sense of worthiness, which leads me to, the breakthroughs that you've had. So tell us a little bit more about those breakthroughs.
So, I've had some experiences in my past that that took away, that that made me feel like I wasn't worthy because of the fact that I allowed somebody to take my power instead of me stay in my power. And I've done a lot of through this process. I've done a lot of forgiving myself for the person that I used to be, based on where I was at in my journey. And now I can appreciate who I am today and just stay focused on who I am today and forgive myself for everything that I've done. Yesterday's gone, but through this process and working through it, I just really love who I am today, and I just stay in this present moment. That's all that there is. Mm-hmm. So without doing the work that we've done, and going back and finding the root cause and healing it, I wouldn't appreciate where I'm at. I just really, I wasn't able to really truly appreciate now as much as I do, as much as I can.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's huge. That is so huge to actually, like I was saying before, to actually learn it in a way where it's like it digests on all different levels of the self of what that really means. And when we do work on our own, we can only get to certain levels of ourselves because we're having to be the teacher and the student at the same time. And so we're not actually able to be fully in the experience. So to have someone grab a flashlight and walk with you and like, oh, okay, we have to go over here and then really work on that so profoundly is huge with taking a quantum leap and manifesting the life of your dreams. Which leads us to, this program is all about finding, living, and owning your purpose. And we have people that are all in different stages, that they're not as we might find their purpose towards the end of the program or maybe the first session, but it took us some time. But I mean, people spend their whole lifetime finding their purpose and die not knowing their purpose or wishing that they would have done this or would have done that. And here you are in your life, and you found, of course, your purpose is multi-layered, but it's one thing to be of service, but how to be of service in a way that fulfills you. Because and a lot of people know that they want to serve people, but how can I serve them in a way that really fulfills me and I'm not going to get burnt out doing it, and I can actually make it my life, make a living from it if I choose. And so what's that purpose that we found?
So I am really passionate about health and eating healthy and plants. And I've constantly just been trying to help people understand that the planet provides us with everything that we need. And I'm so passionate about that I really want to be able to learn all there is to know about herbal medications and just the herbal way of life and healing and thriving off of herbs and plants that this planet provides us, and how that can help us really just thrive. The way that I look at it is, you've got a car and you maintenance the car and you put the proper oils in the car so that it can run like a well-oiled machine. It can run at its maximum potential. Well, I feel the same way about our bodies. And if we fuel our bodies with everything that it needs, what our body needs, not what we want or desire, but what our body needs, then we will be well-oiled machines and functioning, at our maximum. Our brain, everything, we'll have that happiness and live in a life where we can thrive. So that's what makes me so passionate about herbal medication, or
Yeah.
just herbalism and healthy eating. So I'm definitely now pursuing that so that I can help others. And I'm going to do that through smoothies and teas and other kinds of things. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm getting that part of my journey going. So.
Wow. And that's amazing, amazing story. And so how long do you think it would have took you to realize that was it, and to not only realize like, okay, that's it, but then to have the confidence and the courage to move towards that? What
Yeah, the confidence and the worthiness, I really don't know how long it would have taken me, but a
and the
long time.
clarity too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I know it would have taken a long time. I would have been still stumbling around at the beginning trying to figure it out. It just, we really were able to tune in and figure everything out through this process, and it's been a blessing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what the biggest like mind-blowing thing to me is that, what would it be costing you to have not taken this step and not found your purpose and found a way to move swiftly to it with courage and grace and such love and confidence. It would cost, lots of people that really need you and are like, I say all the time that there's a tribe for everyone that wants to step into a place of empowerment and support, leadership, love, and mastery of your purpose, and using that to really serve humanity. So it's going to serve, you're going to serve lots of people, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for you. So beautiful. And so and all of this, really goes together, but the results, now that you finished the program and you are continuing into the year long, so that we can really get together this business plan, but also just have someone there to, as you up level, there's a new devil and so new resistance and fears, but it's good because it's clearing, just like you were talking about, which is very profound. And so the results that you are now experiencing after going through this process.
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
Or what are the results that you are experiencing now after going through this process?
Oh, just with the confidence and the worthiness, and with all of the the wisdom that I've learned in such a short amount of time, there's so much joy and bliss that I'm living in now that I didn't have before. And so just everything in life is so much more enjoyable. Just
that's huge.
It's changed everything. I mean, the blessings or the opportunities to level up our, I don't know, everything has shifted. Everything has changed. I mean,
That's amazing.
sure, there's, the work is still the work, and the work, you still get to a place where you have to feel uncomfortable in order to move forward. So that still exists. That's never going to stop existing. But me knowing how to maneuver through that process now has given me the peace of mind to be excited for the next opportunity. It's just, I know how to do it, so it just gets easier. But now I say that, and yet you find opportunities where I can do things better still. So, with your guidance, it's just made life just enjoyable. And
Yeah.
I find the beauty and the pleasure in life now. So
Absolutely. Yeah. And what's it like now having clarity on your purpose and moving towards that? What's that like?
It's life changing. I mean, to understand what your purpose is. I mean, I feel like that's something that we all really strive for. And even without maybe consciously thinking about it, in the back of our mind, we're always just wondering, I mean, well, what am I doing here? What is my purpose here?
Yeah.
I mean, was I just put on this planet to, work a 9 to 5 and just worry about the things that I've acquired, and then to know that there's something so much more profound that I can do with my life, and that I can help people, and it's fulfilling and it's rewarding all in its own. And
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me so excited to continue on, and to really start this part of my journey, and to see what I can accomplish. I mean, to have a purpose really it's everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there was a study done at some universities that asking the college students, what is the number one thing you want out of life? They had a questionnaire to fill out, and the number one answer out of, a successful career, a house, a family, money, it was having a purpose. And so, and this isn't said lightly at all. When it's going through this process for anyone that may see this, no matter what age you are. And, I'm working to set up and start working with middle high school and college students on this, because it's I feel that it is the number one problem of society, as far as anything that has to do with worthiness and depression and anxiety, and just like all of anything that has to do with anything in life. If you were in your purpose and you were fulfilled, you would not be having any of those problems. It's not, you can have the good career and you could have money, but you could also not be happy. And most people aren't. They're just putting up with the mediocre way of living. And this process is about really having the courage to accept more for yourself. And Kristy here has absolutely took that step to say, hey, you know what? Even though she, in that call when we first talked, did not know that she had the confidence and the worthiness, deep down her soul did and does, because she would not be on that call with me if there wasn't this deep resounding vibration, this energy of being so much more than mediocre way of living life, that she knew that there's something so much more to everything. and I want a piece of that because I freaking deserve it. And you do. And you are living that from that decision that you made of essentially worthiness. And so I just want to thank you so much for taking this journey with me and being able to see you blossom the way that you have, and to continue in the year-long program to start really like finding more of your gifts and developing your intuition and really mastering spiritually will be so much fun to grow with you. As I grow, you grow with me, as the others that will be coming along in the year-long. So that's a lot. That's amazing. So to finish this off, what would you like to say for anyone that might be on the fence about booking a call and joining my programs?
I say this often, but you are your best investment. To help yourself thrive in life is the best use of your money and your time. Invest in yourself because it's going to allow you to find your bliss and to enjoy and to feel how good it is to have and live your purpose. I mean, don't hesitate. Definitely don't hesitate. I didn't, and I'm so glad that I didn't. I'm so glad that I just went with it, and I made it happen. I knew that no matter what, I was just going to make it happen. I didn't know how, but I did, and it was the best thing that I ever did. So.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and thank you so much. This has been such a beautiful experience, and to be able to have this conversation with you and to be sharing, your story with others, and it's such an honor, and I'm so grateful. And so for those of you that may be watching this and you're like, okay, let's book a call. Definitely go ahead and book a call. My website is fifthdimensiontherapy.com. You can book a call there under a scheduled breakthrough call. I also have more about the program on there as well. Or you can find me on Facebook, Vanessa Simpson. I'm in the Fifth Dimension Humanity group, Vanessa Simpson. My business is Fifth Dimension Therapy. On Facebook, you can private message us there. And yeah, that's amazing. And one thing that I will say is that, it is my duty to get you to say yes to yourself on that call, because if I did not work with Kristy on that call, like, okay, why is this important? Like working with, finding the money and how is this going to work? If I would have just let her off the hook, none of this would have happened. And so to let you know beforehand that it is my duty with my confidence, my knowing that this working with me and now my team will transform your life, it would be doing a disservice to you and disservice to humanity if I let you get off the hook because of any resistance that may come up and not knowing how this will work. And let me tell you, it's way less than college and going back and getting a degree in herbalism. There's other ways, and this is the first step to your transformation and ascension journey. So go ahead and schedule a call. It's completely free, and let's see if it's in the divine plan for us to work together. So thank you so much, beautiful Kristy. This has been such an amazing experience. And my name is Vanessa Simpson, and this is Kristy. Thank you. And all right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.